Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Stellaris. Last time we kicked off a new war against the Lolahandrians, and this time we're not just going to leave them be. This time I'm going to take like 2/3 of their entire empire and make them into a new empire that's friendly to me as our new ally and or vassal. It hasn't quite gone so desperately well so far. I have admittedly lost my entire army, and a significant detachment of cruisers was destroyed by a technically inferior force. So we've had a bit of a shaky start, so hopefully we can recover this a bit today. Okay, on the plus side, we've started re-bombarding this world. This world's got to be in bad shape by now. We've been flipping bombarding it repeatedly. And we've taken out their army already, so it'll be very easy to reconquer because we've already taken out the army. So that world's going down very, very quickly. So once we do actually move in to take it, shouldn't be the end of the world, should be... well, it seems like somehow they've managed to... Wait, that's an assault army. They don't actually have any defensive armies, by the way. I don't think assault armies are allowed to defend, by the way. I'm not sure that's even allowed. Okay, let's move that now repaired battleship into position with the rest of it. So we've got a decent fleet starting to come back into position. Let's get rid of that and now start getting some cruisers into position here. So cruisers are worth like 4 each, yeah. Let's just get cruisers. Let's just have a big secondary fleet slowly coming in here. I know we're spending a lot of money, but I feel like we're actually under control here for the moment. So we're not doing so badly, all things considered. The war is... kind of calmed down a bit because we did so much damage to their fleet, which was nice. In fact, while we're waiting for our armies to show up, I think we should just maybe see if we can just kind of get lucky and like stumble across with first murder, because we know they were here, so we may as well just kind of warp over there, because like we're not holding this planet, we're not ready to invade it. Let's just head over there and see if we can just like stumble across them, because if we happen to like land on top of their fleet, we can force them into an engagement, which we will very, very easily be able to win at this point. So let's just head over there and see if we happen to get lucky, because right now they do not seem interested in counterattacking, probably because they can't, because right now they probably would lose a fight against third murder, never mind first. Second murder, by the way, has been retired. We just won't use that name anymore. Second murder is basically has been disgraced by what they did, and as a result of that, we won't actually be, we just won't be using second murder anymore. We're just going to retire it. It's in the same way that, you know, the Romans occasionally retired the names of legions if they were destroyed in sufficiently bad circumstances. So, let's see what's going on here, because they've got 2 planets here, so I'd like to think they're going to be wanting to defend this area. Okay, what's going on over here? Bare minimum, we can take out... Aha! We've got stuff right here. Transport fleet has been caught in a fight, and we can take out their transport fleet, which is exactly what I want to take out. So if we take out their transport fleet, then they simply have no way of taking planets back from us. So, or rather, even if they try to, they'll struggle to, because like if they build like the odd new army, they'll be screwed. And now, oh, the bombers and the attacks and I think we've already taken out like, whoa, you are so screwed. Just kind of a flyby bombing. Nice. Lovely. That is very, very welcome. Oh, hello. Apparently we've got something else here. The Bothrian hegemony wishes to declare war against the administration of... Who? What is happening here? They're over here. I feel like this doesn't involve me, to be honest. I really feel like it doesn't. I'm going to vote no. Sorry. Okay, you see, this is the sort of thing I wanted to do. That we can just, like, occasionally you can just, like, get lucky and just catch a fleet where you really shouldn't. So let's just send first murder, like, over to here now. See if there's anything floating around Zoltan. Just kind of keep it moving around. Keep it, like, just catching the odd ship. We're just going to head around. We'll see what's floating around here. We don't necessarily even want to bombard anything, so I'm kind of waiting for my armies to come into existence again. So, aha! I think we've just caught a very large part of their fleet available. Good. So, part of their fleet is over here. 3.6 thousand. Yes, we are right on top. We've just literally walked on top of a fortress, in fact. And that's just going to be utterly, utterly bombed before they can even really penetrate our shields. So one of their big fortresses that they've built is going to go down. This spaceport is going to go down. The ships are going to go down. That is going to be very, very useful indeed. We're just going to basically tear everything apart. Nice. So yeah, we keep not finding their fleet, but we find the odd fortress. And the fortresses are worth like 5% of the war goals on their own. So that's 100% fine. Okay, First Murder has basically cleared out everything in Zoltan. Now we just kind of send First Murder back over here to this area. We'll just kind of keep moving it around, keep catching the odd thing. We're up to like a quarter of the war goals. That's all 100% fine. The flipping... Oh, the Ganlarev Cooperative are just desperate to help. They keep sending in really, really crappy fleets. They want to help, damn it. What have they found in Trim, by the way? Probably not much, to be honest. I think I've kind of cleared out Trim already, so we should be all right. Now, are you guys... Okay, so we've nearly got some new assault armies ready to go here. That's okay. Now, actually, this is worth thinking about here, which is, if I just pause for a second. Over here, this world, has the population been massively diminished by... No, okay, the population has not been diminished just because I'm, like, recruiting armies. But I'm kind of hoping this will ultimately all prove useful. My current state of energy and minerals is acceptable. Are we still building? We're still building in Duckburg. That's fine. Ooh, over here in... not in Taken Flight. No. Over in New Duckburg. I kind of wanted to... Yeah, I deliberately gave you guys a new space so that you could actually have the... Diddly-diddly-diddly-diddly-dee. Can you not have... Why can't you have destroyer assembly yards? Requires level 4? Does it? I didn't realise that. Oh no, sorry, you can build destroyers at level 3. Right, but I can't actually build the construct yards until... Okay, fine. You know what? I'll just get that up to level 3 as well. You guys just get going up to level 3, because I'd like a second place that can produce destroyers, so I can focus the Mighty Quack on cruisers. Meanwhile, First Murder has not found anything over here, so let's go back to our original starting position and do this war again better this time. I think we've actually done a pretty good job. Where are you guys going? The Ganlarevs, oh, they really want to be helpful, damn it. What's going on over here? Anything new? I don't believe so. One something. Just go and take this out, whatever it is. I don't even know what it is, but go and take it out. That's 100% fine. Okay, meanwhile, back in Duckburg, Spaceport, they're just building cruisers and cruisers and cruisers. That's fine. Just keep on building the cruisers. All right, just keep cruisers coming into effect here. I want Third Murder to be capable. Like, if I run into any trouble, Third Murder is going to jump in and respond. That's what they're going to do. They're the response fleet, okay? First Murder is engaged in combat. I was expecting that. That's fine. They're just taking out some crappy little thing over here. At this point, Graceful Wing should be... Graceful Wing, in terms of its army, is ready to go. Graceful Wing is actually ready to go. All right, guys, move in. The Transport Fleet 8 is ready to move in. You are going to go over... I don't want them to actually get involved just yet. But actually, no, it's probably pretty safe for them to get involved. This thing's going to be utterly annihilated very, very quickly. Right, send Transport Fleet 8 over to... Transport Fleet. No, Transport Fleet 8. Here we go. No leader assigned. Do we have a leader ready to go? We do indeed have a general ready to go. Put him on. Sure, why not? Send him over here. No, Transport Fleet 8. There you go. Over this way, if you'd be so kind. This area is going to go down very, very quickly. It's just, I don't even know what that is, by the way. I think it's like, yeah, not sure. And I'm assuming that is the warp of... Detected 3 ships incoming from Lithoris. Oh, sorry, that's probably my ships. Oh, no, my mistake. It's squids. It's okay. It's just squids. Right, you guys, head over here and start bombarding this world into the ground. While we're doing this, by the way, science ships... Could you come over here, please, and just, like, start just doing all these things? I mean, I may as well kind of just have my science ships come in and scan all these special research projects while I'm just kind of floating around. There's kind of no reason why not, to be honest. Yep, the transport fleet is on the move as well. They're actually almost here. That's good. Take out these planetary fortifications, then we should be pretty much ready to move in. Now, back here, the other army. Can we potentially recruit different armies here? So, no, the planet cannot support any more armies. That's 100% fine. We've actually got a decent-sized army going on right here. No sign of any enemies in our empire. I feel like they're a bit worried by the strength that we've already thrown at them. This is very, very good news. So, bombardment has begun again. This will all be down very, very soon indeed. Yeah, it feels like they've got... Okay, yeah, they definitely have very little here. I think they might have just snuck in a transport ship and got out some offensive armies, and then we might have taken those out separately. So next time we go down, this planet is going to be very, very easy to conquer, fortunately. And that's fine, because I think it's time for Third Murder to consider moving out into position as well. So Third Murder, you can also head over to this position, just so you're like, just so you're ready to go. Science vessels are coming in as well. We are just having a bloody party over here, aren't we? This world is going to be ready to go soon. The science vessel will be here momentarily. Hello, science vessel. Go and scan this thing. Right. And planetary defences are down. Commence the invasion again. This time we're going to hold it, however, because we're going to have a second fleet moving in momentarily to take care of it. Now, are you guys actually capable of scanning special projects? Yeah, requires a science ship. I've got a science ship coming in right now. This is actually a stronger army. We've got a good general, and these are actually post the Mighty Ducks, not the Mighty Ducks. So these guys have been, genetically spliced to all hell. This should be, yeah, investigate that research project. No, they just can't. Alright, fine. We'll just move them back to the nearest allied spaceport in that case. You head back home, and you head back home. And that's all 100% fine. Now, we've got Third Murder now moves over to here. And that's all 100% fine. Yep, that's lovely. And First Murder moves on to the next area, which is going to be over here. Lovely. So, you guys move over there. That's very, very nice indeed. By now, the army of the terrifying, horrible space weasel mushroom people, that's all ready to go. Embark. Yep, lovely. Ganlarev forces. Just kind of head over this direction. It'll take you a little while. Actually, they can do it in bloody 2 jumps. I love Warp 3. Hostile fleet engaged. Hang on, what have we got going on here? Nothing major, just a couple of things. They're not actually guarding this area in the slightest. That's 100% fine. Second Murder. No, you're not Second Murder. I'm very sorry, but you are Fourth Murder. There is no such thing as Second Murder. Star charts for star charts, say the lie right. I will accept anything from the star charts. Asteroid approaching Triptit. Oh, bloody hell. Wait, do we not like Triptit? Oh, we've just got a new problem. We just lost our flipping admiral. So we're going to need a new one of those. A Trickster. Evasion plus 10%, FTL damage minus 25%. Okay, that's actually quite good. Or Double Caution with a bit more experience. Evasion plus 15%. I quite like that. Yeah, you're only 38. You've got 2 stars. Welcome aboard. You're now going to be commanding First Murder. Well done. I hope you're ready, because we're kind of in the middle of a war right now. So the asteroid, by the way, that's approaching Triptit is officially an alien vessel that needs to be actually dealt with. Are you actually the Mu aliens? Because it says study the Mu aliens, but then there's no actual Mu aliens here. So I'm not actually 100% sure. I mean, can I just destroy this thing? I mean, it's a flipping asteroid. Like, how tough can it be? Look, where's Fourth Murder? Who are you guys? You're just a double cruiser. Alright, Fourth Murder, move over here and assist Triptit if you can, alright? Just go over here. You can do it in 3 jumps. It's going to take you a while. I do not need this in the middle of a war. But just head over here, and if you can, save Triptit, alright? I don't want them to be destroyed. And it would appear the asteroid is... Is it moving? I think it is. I think it's just moving... Yeah, it is. It's just moving incredibly slowly. So I've actually literally got to intercept that asteroid before it actually gets to Triptit. So, First Murder's done everything it needs to. So First Murder, that means, needs to head over to here. That's okay. Where's Transport Fleet 9, by the way? You guys... You're warping to Zabine. Where is that? Oh, you're almost here, actually. That's okay. You'll be here momentarily. Third Murder is going to guard this world. That's fine. And the Ganlarevs have shown up. Oh, well done, lads. Thank you very much for your assistance. Somehow, the Ganlarevs are so eager, they're actually travelling faster than we are. That's impressive. What have we just finished? Ship upkeep minus 10%. That is magnificently good news. Yes, I like that. Cloning. Now, this one I think I might have been a bit preemptive on, which is, it would actually be quite nice to have clone armies, because our armies are not actually that good. So let's get some clone armies going on. Clone armies are, yeah, they seem decent. They've got good health and morale. Let's get going. Let's make some clones. There's no way it's going to end badly, aside from when it does. Now, this planet is presumably being bombarded at the moment, right? Yeah, planetary fortifications going down very, very quickly. The army will be ready momentarily. We're not ready to disembark yet, but how strong is the army here? This is a bit of a concern, potentially. Hopefully we're alright. Maybe I should get a leader going in. Do we have a leader? Yeah, send the leader over to here. Reassign him, please. Lovely. Okay, so the leader's now over here, which should give us a bit of an edge. Okay, up to 51% of the war goals. This is now going much, much better. How's 4th Murder doing, by the way? Okay, 4th Murder's here. Good. 4th Murder. Get on attacking this here asteroid. I'm assuming you're going to be able to, which would be lovely, while 1st Murder continues just bombarding a planet into the ground. And yeah, I think we've just managed to save Triptit, which is lovely. I'm hoping 2 cruisers have enough firepower to take out a big rock. I mean, we have bombers with us, so I would assume we would. Probably, anyway. Hostile fleet is engaged. We have... Okay, how strong is this thing? It's got quite a lot of health, but would you believe it's not actually firing back? So we just basically need to... Oh, and in come the bombers. The bombers should hopefully do a good job. How much armor does it have? It has some armor, but... Oh, yeah, the bombers are doing a good job. Yeah, as soon as our bombers get into... Oh, they're so pretty. The bombers just doing their lovely cycles there. This thing is going to be taken down before it hits Triptit. I think we have done a wonderful service there. And I can't really see how that's going to come back and bite us in the arse, to be honest. And in a moment, down the rock goes. Beautiful. Aside from having witnessed what must have been a spectacular meteor shower, the primitive aliens have no idea how close to extinction they just came, nor will they. That's nice. I like that. That's a cool thing that just happened. Alright, now, we've saved Triptit. Good for us. And now that means you lads can now report in to assist with the war, if you'd be so kind. Just head over this way. Yeah, just join up with the main fleet over here. By now, this planet should be well taken out. Yes, long since gone. Head down here, land the armies, and that, once we've taken this planet, we should be most of the way to taking over. And the invasion has begun. A tough invasion, mind. Yeah, we are quite outnumbered, but they don't have a general and we do, so that's useful. So we're gonna win, but this is actually going to be quite a destructive little conflict we've just taken in here. The flipping Ganlarevs, unfortunately, did not do desperately well in some ways. Yeah, we're going to lose, like, nationalist sabotage. Dear, oh dear. They just will not stop committing acts of terrorism, will they? Okay, and now... Oh, we've lost, like, half the army here. And I think they're in retreat. Enemy planet secured. And we have secured the enemy planet. Now, if we just kind of wait here... Yeah, okay, so health is recharging. We're kind of, I don't know, we're kind of press-ganging locals into joining the fleet, I guess. I'm not sure. So, 4th Murder is here, and they're kind of here to defend this area. They will have joined up. Okay, they're still en route, actually. So that's fine. They must be, yeah, they're almost here. Good. So what we need to do now is we need 4th Murder to... 4th Murder, what are you doing? Oh, you've decided you don't like the look of whatever that is over there. That's fine. Oh, is this a warp station, by the way? Damaged space station. I don't even know what this is. Like, I didn't think I'd actually even ever seen any wormhole stations. But is this a wormhole station? It doesn't say, but maybe it is. If it is, they can't reinforce it easily, so I kind of hope it is. That would be very, very convenient. You lads head over there, and then we're just going to slightly redistribute the fleet to leave a few thousand here, while we move on to Zoltan and make sure we take them. Now, as a result of the fact that we're doing 2 staggered armies, the army that's here is, yes indeed, this army that's here is now fully ready to move on. Lovely. So this army here can now move off, because this fleet will just stop anything coming down here. You lads head over here and join up with the main fleet over this side. So the transport fleet moves out. Very, very nice. Got new research completed. Construction time minus 5% is done. Energy credits plus 5%. Oh, hell yes, and Stratamine. Stratamine, which I don't know what it does, but I want energy credits plus 5%. We kind of need that. Yeah, that's going to be a good, nice increase. Definitely have that. Now, 1st and 4th Murder. We need to transfer some ships about here. We'll move over just like a few destroyers, because I think we learnt our lesson last time. There we go. So 5th Murder now has a strength of about 1,000. Just add a little bit more, and 1,600. Okay, now... So that means now 4th Murder and 5th Murder. Hang on, where's You guys move over here. Hang on. So that will be a strength of about 3,000, and it's got plenty of, like, smaller stuff in it too. You lot can now just sort of merge together. Yep, merge. That's fine. Into new fourth murder. Fourth murder now just hangs out here. First murder, which still has a strength of 10,000, is moving on to Zoltan. So now we can kind of hold that area very, very nicely, okay? Lovely. Keep on moving on. Oh, hello! What's decided to go on here? Okay, hang on. Pause for a second. Pause for a second here. So over here next to... this world. Okay. So what's decided to happen here is they've decided they want to have a go at us. And third murder. Third murder has a very healthy amount of strength. Maybe I just want to get first murder turned around. Because, like, first murder will probably be able to get back here in time to assist. Yeah, okay, fine. Let's do this. Second murder, come and assist. Just get as fast as you can, come and assist. And fourth murder can also, who are currently guarding that system, can also get involved. Wait, hang on, which one's fourth murder? Yeah, fourth murder. You guys come in and get involved as well. I'm just going to basically see if we can pin them with these lads, and then all the other fleets just show up at the same time. And that should hopefully work. Okay, where's first murder? You're currently... First murder's over here. They've actually arrived, and they're actually kind of stuck doing something, unfortunately, for the moment, which I don't really want them to do. But they're actually stuck in a fight I don't want them to be engaged in. So they're going to have to take that out first. Okay, keep an eye for when first murder stops being engaged. They've decided this here is the moment to get involved. They've brought another 1,500 up. Technically we're numerically stronger than them in this fight, but they have, I think with this numerical advantage, we're going to struggle. Okay, they've decided to back off. They've decided to back off. Okay, go. Yes, engage this fleet from behind. And soon as first murder stops being involved, and fourth murder is going to arrive momentarily as well. Where are they right now? Come on. Sorry, second murder. Second murder's coming in. Good. This could actually work quite nicely. Yep, fine. If we can just kind of just get these lads out of the way. Second murder is coming in. First murder's just bloody stuck. They've picked a good time. They have picked a good time. Alright, second murder's here. Second murder needs to attack these lads as well. Their shields are going down rapidly. We've got a ship at the back, but these cruisers are not going to be able to stand up forever. Oh dear. Right, hang on. Where's first murder? First murder needs to move over here right now. Hopefully, they'll still be pinned by the time first murder actually gets here. First murder is going to pull back out of here. Have they taken this opportunity to use sneaky gets? Okay, hang on. They've tried to take out this. The transport fleet needs to get their hell away. What's left on this planet? Is anything left on this planet? Embark all. Okay? These two fleets now need to just go anywhere. Doesn't matter. Just flee. If that's a 1.5, I don't think they've got that much in the way of transport. I'm just going to move these lads out to... Let's just move them over to here. Move them over to here. The Transport Fleet 10 and Transport Fleet 11 are both just going to move out here. Just want them out of the way for the moment. I know this is a bit of a problem, but my main fleet is almost back here, and then it's going to take out the remainder of theirs. Now, in comes... Okay, they've now been distracted. I think everything... My ships are being well torn apart here, but my main fleet's almost arrived. And when it does, it's going to tear their main fleet apart. Destroyers in numbers are actually surprisingly... Yeah, dangerous, actually. You lot, get over here. But mainly, I just want you guys to get involved. First murder, come on. Come on. There you go. They're ready to go. And that's it. They're going to tear them apart. Now, at this point, you lads probably just want to do an emergency FTL jump, to be honest. As soon as... If their shields start going down, then... Actually, I think they're running out of firepower, to be honest. I think they're badly running out of firepower. So I think these guys are going to take a bit of damage. We might lose, like, the odd cruiser. But I'd rather just make sure they stay pinned in position. And the Ganlarevs are here as well. Right, you guys get out of there. Just get yourselves away if you can. There you go. 3 ships out of the way. They are, however, still stuck in combat. My bombers are coming in. They've decided to take on the main fleet, which is a stupid decision by them. The transport fleets are... I don't think anyone is actually... Bloody hell, right. Keep an eye on all of this. I think, like, this is pretty much what they've God. Oh, where the hell did those bombers come from? That's impressive. Now, at this point, these guys are going to be... Yeah, these are just... Oh, these are corvettes. Right. I didn't realize just how powerful corvettes were against the larger capital ships. Or at least they can be. At this point, they just cannot stand up to this much firepower. They're going to go down very, 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 very quickly. Murdered. Very, very nice. Okay. Now, what else have we got going on, by the way? We've got a 1.5 over here. But the 1.5 can't really do much. So, you guys, just nip over here if you can. That's it's just a 1.1 hit. Oh, that's fine. Just, okay, you keep on the move and keep these guys busy. Just keep these guys dancing, because that's probably pretty much all they've got at this point. Yeah? Yeah. You see, just keep these guys on the move. First murder is going to be attacking momentarily. They'll kind of jump into position and attack there. You, I just want you to move. Keep those guys out of the way. And then, oh no, the fight has begun. The fight's begun, but by the time the fight ends momentarily, come on, why aren't you ready to go? Who the heck are you? The United Kithries? You better not be getting involved in this fight. No, you're skipping over the top of it. Good. First murder's moving in here, and you are going to have a very, very nasty surprise in a moment. Because now you see, now you've just actually just done a very, very bad thing, which is you have just upset the main fleet and you've been trapped. Good. Trapping little fleets. Trapping little fleets works quite nicely. Oh, yes. Corvettes. There's a different fleet here as well. I think I actually might get 2 fleets for the price of 1. That is... Who even are you? You are a corvette with an admiral, for whatever reason, but you're about to die. As are you. These guys are... Oh, that's a battleship. Right, we've actually managed... They've actually got a big zappy battleship, but they're utterly screwed. Whew. Okay. Good. Right, you... Go and stand guard over this planet. Apparently, we've got research to do as well. Defense platform, robots, space torpedoes. I don't really want any of that to be honest. Oh, mining network 4 and 5. Yep, take mining network 4 and 5. Lovely. Now, has anything else gone wrong while all of this has been happening? Because I feel like we must have done a really good amount of damage to their fleet at this point. And we can probably, by the way, start rebuilding our own fleet. We can definitely kind of... What are you guys doing in here? You guys better just be like the odd... Yeah, you're just a construction ship and a... Don't even know what you are. Oh, you're probably a wormhole thing, aren't you? Yes, I bet you are. You are trying to build wormhole stations. Right, well that makes sense at least. Okay, now, pump out the cruisers. Pump out some cruisers here. We've got the money for this. Just keep pumping out the cruisers. Yep, that's 100% fine. Meanwhile, over in New Duckburg, which you have to go into manually because it's no longer over here because it's in a sector, you guys... Just start pumping out some destroyers. Nice. Okay. It takes a bit of time because I don't have any special things set there. But that's 100% fine. Now, time to just revisit what's actually going on here. Which is, we do have a... Third murder is now nothing but 1 battleship. And second murder is nothing but 1 cruiser. Okay, you guys can probably be merged together. Yeah, you guys just merge together. That's fine. And then you can actually then immediately go and just mind this world together. Yeah, you guys just go and mind this world, all right? Over here, there's now basically we own this world. Do we own that world? Oh no, that's not even a world we're trying to take over. Then we've got over here, right? We need the transport fleets to move back over into the space that we want them to be in. So transport fleets head back over here. Okay. First fleet is over here. This fleet took a bit of damage. Comet has been sighted, small celestial object. That's fine. Acknowledge it. Yeah, acknowledged. Acknowledged with our fanatical materialism. Right, head over here. Just enough strength just to keep an eye on them. Okay. And then I just want... I should probably split out some of these. You know what? We'll reinforce them later when it comes to it. I feel like their fleet has been... pretty well annihilated at this point. I don't know if they can really do much more. Nothing left here, to be honest. Just take out... Just go over here and take this out. Why not? Take that out, and then we'll go and we'll besiege this world. Okay, we cleared out a lot of stuff here already, and then we'll just go and take it later. Yep, transport fleets are on the move. Even though there's like a relatively small fleet guarding everything, they don't seem to be doing much here. As soon as we've taken this world, that'll be it. If they can't find a solution to lower that war score soon, then that's it. We're just going to have taken this entire area. Right, so you head over towards here, and you head over towards here as well. We might actually be able to just put both armies down simultaneously just to make sure we've got this nice and easy. How tough is this? No, not that situational, please. It's not you. Is you. How tough are your? Nothing. They've got nothing. This is a very, very badly defended planet here. That's gone down. That means that fleet now heads over to here and starts bombarding that planet. 85% war score, yeah. We should have this wrapped up. Unless they have like one mega fleet I am not expecting yet. But quite frankly, we've basically just kind of swung through and occupied 3 of these areas. We've stretched ourselves quite far to do it. But at the end of it, we're not only going to have these 3 areas become friendly. We're going to have flipping a lot of this actually become friendly as well. There's going to be a massive empire that's way more friendly than it was. And I think that is magnificently good news. Like, I don't know if this is a sensible thing to do. But like, once you've built the fleet, it doesn't feel like not using it has much point. You may as well use it. And this was not a war of aggression. This was a war of liberation. Slightly dubious liberation, given it was basically, you know, liberation with what's going on over here. Hello. Oh, no, sorry. That's just taking this guy out. That's fine. I don't think this guy's got really much he can do against me, to be honest. Planet is being... No, not that planet. Which planet are you supposed to be bombarding? Where's the planet we're supposed to be... Wait. What are we bombarding here? No, don't bombard that planet. Bombard this planet. This is the planet to bombard. There we go. There's only 4 people here. Oh, this is apparently a really tiny, crappy world. Oh, that's a shame. Right, planetary fortifications here are weak. They'll go down in absolutely no time whatsoever. And this looks like it's about it. No sign of any response from the bloody Lolahandrians. I think we've done ourselves a very, very good job here. In fact, they might just surrender before the planet gets occupied, to be honest. Sometimes they do that. And I would say, planetary fortifications out. Send in the mushrooms. The Ganlarev fleet can go in. And even if they somehow manage to fail, we've got a backup army in orbit over here, which is beautiful. Yes, deploy the mushrooms. And the armies will be ready to go in momentarily. This will be an utter slaughter, by the way. Yeah, look at that. The Ganlarevs are doing an excellently good job. They're just going to utterly annihilate them. This is very, very simple indeed. And the garrisons go down. The armies start collapsing. Yep, concentrating fire. They're retreating. Done. And that should be... Oh, come on. You guys need to surrender at some point. This is getting ridiculous. Well, okay, if you're going to be fussy about this, I guess we'll have to bloody more nationalist sabotage. We'll have to finish this off. Apparently, they're not willing to give up just yet. Well, that's fine. All we need to do is just create a new fleet out of what we've got. That should be fine. 8th Murder. We'll have to tidy up the bloody fleets when we're done here. Yep, 8th Murder occupies this area. And 1st Murder is now going to move on over here. Still has a strength of 9,000. Should be absolutely 100% fine. And would you believe the Ganlarevs have decided to move in to assist as well? Bless you, Ganlarevs. Right, which of these worlds is bigger? 21 population, 8. Okay, we'll go for the big lad. Go and just start dealing with this big lad over here. They're sending in some very, very tiny reinforcements. Oh, they're going to take out... I think they're actually going to do something. I think the Ganlarevs are actually going to be able to do something, which is the moment they come out of warp, then they presumably are going to... Oh no, they're just sending transport ships. Oh, they tried to, then they got scared and ran away. Well done, lads. Right, fleet moves into position to begin a bombardment. And what the heck is that symbol? Resource storage full. Oh, energy's full. Lovely. Oh no, sorry. We are apparently wanting to do some combat before we begin Operation Bombardment. That's 100% fine. Okay, bombers return to position. This planet begins being bombarded. How strong is it, by the way? Pretty strong. And they've got, well... They have some stuff here that might be... Ooh, new contact. Previously unknown spacefaring empire. How could it possibly be unknown to us? This is intriguing. Who exactly are you? And you've got the same symbol as us. Are you us from a parallel dimension? Individualists, xenophiles. I don't know who you are, but peace be with you. Totally peace be with you. Hello, yes. Peace be with you, whoever the hell you bloody are. Actually, I think we might actually finish up this war before we even flipping need to bother invading this planet. I think if we simply just move over here and start bombarding more planets, we'll be done. I think they've given up. Yep, they have given up. We appear to have underestimated your net value, the Mighty Ducks. Rest assured, it will not happen again. The best possible outcome. And that means we should get literally everything that we bloody want. Now, Pause for a second, and you are now part of the Bilnock conglomerate. We handed control back to the Bilnocks. We've actually created a new Bilnock empire. That's brilliant. Well, kind of. Wait, weren't the Bilnocks dicks who we hated? Well, I'm sure this is fine. I'm sure this is 100% fine. We have got a new Bilnock conglomerate. Oh, yes. Oh, that is just absolutely 100% perfect. I think, probably, hopefully. Okay, so every fleet, can you just sort of like all start heading back just home? We'll reunify whatever's going on later. Just everyone just kind of come over here for a bit and we'll figure out what the bloody hell is happening. I know this is going to cost a bit of energy or whatever, but just like head over here and then we'll reunify you and figure out like how big the fleet ought to be and stuff. That will be 100% fine. So, what else have we got here? Which is these areas here. Does this belong to you now? Is this actually yours? Did we hand this over? I think we actually literally handed over a couple of systems to these bastards, which is kind of annoying. I didn't even really mean to do that. But okay, you know what? Let's actually pay attention to our new guys here, which is the Blessed Pyrite Confederacy, who are fanatical militarists and spiritual. We raised these guys up. I feel like we potentially should have, you know, done something to make them not militarist or spiritualist, but maybe they're actually useful. They could be useful. Who knows? Yeah, they really hate us. They really, really hate us. Oh dear. Well, that's a shame. Could I release them? If I wanted to, should I release them? I'm not sure. They're actively disloyal. And they are pathetically weak. And, we'll need to think about what to do with them going forwards. New Duckburg, cease production. I think we can now call off the war effort. We don't need to be producing any more ships. Turn off all of the foundries. It's all 100% fine. We'll finish off that one, but we don't actually need anything else at all. Transport fleets can move back over here as well if you'd be so kind. Transport fleets can both just kind of report for duty back over here. Lovely. Oh, that's where these guys are who just kind of came onto my radar. These guys are a protectorate under the Lolahandrian Union. Wait, which one's the Union? Is that the ones I just kind of kicked the asses of? No! They're the more friendly ones. So I think possibly these guys just insisted on independence or something. That's interesting. So this here is now what we're looking at. The bloody Bilnocks, I remember their name now. Yes, are now back. They are now back. They have their own area, except of course, I have now completely changed their outlook on everything. Which is they are now exactly agreeing with me in everything. They are cordial, they are pathetically weak, but I would say potentially we could offer them let's offer them a migration treaty. Sure, why the hell not? I see no reason why not. Go for it. That'll probably be good, right? Just let them accept, because they should accept really. And yep, that will make a better future. Lovely. So we've kind of got all of our war goals have been successfully accepted. Migration treaty broken, don't care about that. We've got peace with someone else, don't care about that, don't care about that. Lovely. Right. Let's see what else we can do with these guys. So we should... Can we invite them? Yeah, why can't we demand them to be... Vessel. Friendly attitude. Ask to be... Oh, no! We can't ask to be their vassal. That would be weird. So, base 50, empire population minus 43, relative power of empires plus 15, friendly attitude. So, okay, so it's difficult to make big things your vassals. That's fine. I don't really want them to be kind of vassals, to be honest. I'm kind of happier with those guys simply just being, oh, blimey, how the fleets are on the move there on the right. Lovely. Yeah, I'd be totally happy with a... Wait, defensive pact is if either empire is attacked, the other will automatically come to defense. No, but I would totally go for a non-aggression pact because I definitely don't want to be doing anything with you. And that will increase their trust. Yes, confirm that. Lovely. So they should totally accept that as well. And, yep, we are totally agreeing to enter into that. Lovely. So these guys should be absolutely bloody loving us. Even though there's some border friction, like, I would say, well... Eventually, actually, because of the border friction, is going to be Actually, I think we'll be alright. I think we'll be alright. I think they're always going to be pretty positive for us. Like, this is actually not even a terrible empire, to be honest. Like, right now it's pathetic, but they've got good technology. I think they'll rebuild over time. I didn't exactly burn much of their stuff to the ground, so I'd say, actually, sooner or later, they'll actually do a pretty good job. And the clone armies are ready. Good, we can actually do the clone armies soon. That's marvellous. Ship upgrade minus 50%. Ship upgrading seems really, really cheap already. I think we're fine. Share the burden. I don't think we need to do that. Xeno cavalry is kind of cool. Yeah, let's go for that Xeno cavalry. It seems badass. I don't really know exactly what it does, but it seems badass. And oh dear, these guys are getting more and more difficult to deal with. I think maybe we should spend a little bit of influence suppressing their media. Yeah, I'd say suppress the media. Get on with that, lovely. So hopefully that will have a positive... Should I just do that? Yes, I've done that, but I could do it again. But I don't want to do it again. That's 100% fine. Just suppress their media and we'll see what impact that has in the long run. Hopefully it's a positive one. Like, I wouldn't actually mind. I wouldn't mind actually if I could grant them independence, but as a protectorate, I'd be open to it. Oh, I see. These guys are upset because they're unemployed. Well, I wonder why you're bloody unemployed. I wonder if it could be because you bloody burnt this place to the ground. Like, you know, if you stopped actually burning your own planet down, you'd probably do better. And, like, I can't really build anything important here, because if I build anything important here whatsoever, then there's a good chance they'll just eventually just, like, bloody burn it. And I don't have anything else that produces happiness, which is kind of annoying. So, I'm not sure what we're going to do exactly. Yeah, you know what? Repair this place too. Bloody hell. And at this point, what's left of Lolahandra is now definitely inferior to us. Marvellous. They are, yeah, fleet power is pathetic. Naval capacity is inferior because they've lost so many planets. They're hostile to us. And technology is still superior. Somehow their technology is indeed apparently still superior. But alright then, fine, what have you. Now, wrap up today by a little bit of tidying up, which is, oh bloody hell. All of the fleets. All of the fleets are here. You know what? All of the fleets can probably all be merged. Just merge all of the fleets together. Yep. Every single fleet. Just all of you move. Just figure it out. Figure it out. Figure it out. Figure it out. Hopefully you're all about to join into forces with... There you are. You're all part of First Murder now. And First Murder should probably go into entering the orbit of Duckburg. And there you go. And now the energy has just spiked like... We have got... we should need to invest in stuff. Okay, the fleet's now being repaired. And it probably needs to be... Actually, it does need to be upgraded impressively. I would have thought I needed at least one upgrade by now. Marvellous. Well, if that's true, then we may as well just shove a little bit more stuff into it. We've got another kind of 10 capacity. Let's just put another 2 cruisers and a destroyer into there. Get that ticking over. And finally, we just need a quick circle through all of our planets to see what's actually... Oh, bloody hell. Happiness minus 5%? Why? Why aren't you happy right now? Hang on a bloody minute. Terror bombing? There was a terror bombing? Why was there a terror? Well, it wasn't here. It was on a different planet. You're probably reasonably safe. Anyway, every single power plant can be upgraded. All of the mining networks can be upgraded. The farms can be upgraded. Anything else that can be upgraded. The money bin. Ah, now this is going to be an interesting one. We're probably kind of overdue for some increases here. Power plant 2, that's already fine. We can increase that to mining network 2. Mining network 2. That can become... I don't want that to become planetary capitals. Honestly, not much point. I'm happy with it being as is. Mining network 2. Hydroponics 2. And mining network 2. Why can't you become mining network 2? Possibly you're already mining network 2. Yes, you're already mining network 2. That would explain a lot. Okay, that is everything upgraded. As you can see, a lot of stuff is going on in all my worlds, so my worlds will be in better shape momentarily. Storage resources full. Yep, that is a very good problem to have, I would say. And I have powerful populations. Not that powerful. I just spent some influence trying to suppress the media. It doesn't seem to have done much, to be honest. So there's still a 5% chance of ruining a building, I assume, at the beginning of every month, which is not good. I just need to make this place happier. And I don't know how to make it happier beyond what I've actually done here. Yeah, star charts for star charts. Absolutely done. Marvellous. Thank you, Lyrites. Yeah, I think I maybe need to do some like research into something happy. Need to do some happy stuff to get things down here. Because I feel like right now, we are not that happy, at least over here. Or maybe I should even consider giving these guys some form of independence if they're willing to accept protectorate status. Could be worth thinking about. In fact, how does that even work? I tell you what, that's probably the easiest way of actually dealing with this problem. Grant them independence as a vassal empire, and then, you know what? It's your own bloody problem. You're independent, you do what you bloody want, you're our vassals, which means you still need to do what we say, but I don't need to bloody get involved with you. I mean, I'll lose some of the stuff on the planet, but it's not a spectacular planet, to be honest. I'd rather do other stuff anyway. So we've already got like some ducks there and whatever. You know, they're plenty happy enough. They'll be 100% happy as they are. And then if the terrorists keep bombing it, it's their problem, not ours. Yep, I'm doing it. I'm just going to grant these people their independence. Screw them. I assume, you know, maybe there'll be like a little influence benefit from doing that. I don't know. I'd like to think so. Yes, I would like to grant this colony independence as a vassal empire. Grant the independence. That is now taken care of. How's that actually going to work, by the way? Okay, they've taken... Do you own that now? Do you own that? Yeah, you own that. Fine. Apparently, we handed over a mining platform to you. That's fine. I think we're okay with that. So, presumably at this point, you and me are going to be... Apparently, we actually hate each other. That's fine. They are disloyal and pathetic. Could release them and stop them being the subject, but are they going to ever come around? No, because they're evangelizing zealots, which is probably why they were being dicks in the first place. Well, you know what? I don't think they're going to actively attack us, because I'd have to be mad to do so. So, hopefully this will all work out. They're now independent. That means I'm down to 5 out of 5. This empire's... I came to war just to kind of go to war against these guys, and now I've just given them their independence. But I'm sure it'll all work out. We gave it straight back again. We took it over and then we gave it straight back. I'm sure it'll all work out just fine in the end. And I tell you what, I would not mind a cruiser assembly yard. I build a lot of cruisers. You get on that, lads. There you go. Marvellous. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to call it a part there, and I'm not 100% sure I've really done the right stuff here, to be honest. I think I've probably ended up with a smaller empire than I actually began with, which is probably not a good thing, yet it kind of feels like I did win, in some capacity at least. The Lolahandrian Directorate has now been kind of crippled. They're far away from me, they're vastly weaker than me, they definitely cannot threaten me again. The Bilnot Conglomerate, who are now new and next door, they are, obviously, they agree with me on a lot of stuff, they're very, very friendly, and while they are pathetic for now, I think sooner or later they will rebuild. I've given them a healthy-sized empire, so in future, I think those will be decent allies. We've got the Blessed Pyrite Confederacy, who have now got their independence. They've been uplifted. They're not too keen for now, but as the trust increases, and that does seem to kind of, you know, go up and up and up over time, they seem to be more and more in favour of us, even though we have some slight issues. And as for the bloody Space Weasel Mushrooms, I've just decided I cannot be bloody bothered with them. So they are just going to be vassals to us. That's fine. They can be pathetic and disloyal and whatever. They'll never attack us. And if they want to bomb their own planet, they can get the hell on with it, as long as they do eventually come with me to war, which they will. I've now got 2 crappy vassals and 1 good ally. And I feel like that's actually not a bad position to be in. Like, sooner or later especially, the Ganlerevs, the good Ganlerevs, I think they will eventually catch up a little bit. I'd like to think so anyway. But yes, we shall see what I decide to do next time, ladies and gentlemen. I have a feeling like, yeah, all of this fleet that I've got going on here, as a fact I've got so much ridiculous power and money, I really should be like, you know, I can afford an oversized fleet, which is nice, and maybe I should actually be using it for something, yes, a little bit bigger than what I've been thinking about so far. So, maybe next time we'll go into a slightly more ambitious war of conquest. But first, I have a very particular plan in mind, ladies and gentlemen. So, that's next time. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been many a true nut. This has been Stellaris. Thank you very much, and goodbye. Haha, I'm ingenious at time. Oh, okay, this escalated quickly. I'd like to fly your drone. So good about a butterfly in a bucket. What does that tell you about the human condition? Are we the butterfly and is capitalism the bucket? What happens if you go right to the back in time? The very beginning of time. Oh, you literally just burn the universe.